This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
What's up, people? I'm Sonic the Hammons, and welcome back to Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. We have Kineko tomorrow. Nice. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a nice weekend. I'm sorry for the super late start for the stream. I was stupid. I saw on my computer that it was like, oh, we have a new update for you and everything. And usually it's just like a super short update. It gets done in like, what, 15, 20 minutes or whatever maybe, and then we're done. No big deal, right? Apparently it's like a major Windows update or whatever that I didn't know about, and that takes a whole lot longer than a regular update. Something told me to just wait until tomorrow to update it, but I was a fool, and so we lost a whole lot of time. We lost basically an hour. I apologize, but we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to go ahead. Well, first let me change these options really quick, because I want to be able to see. Oh, we already got it. Oh, well, I'm dumb. It was already like that. Poop. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start the game. We're on episode P3 now. P3, that's what we need. This is what we want. Oi. But again, I'm still. Oh yeah, we also got an episode of Dachi. So we have an episode of Dachi to do also. I didn't realize that that was a thing until I started downloading stuff. Basically, the PS3 made it really difficult to download any DLC or really download anything. That's yeah. Let's go ahead and start. Preparations is what it's called, Chapter 1. I should also turn this up for myself. I hope it's not echoing. If it's echoing, let me know. I'll do what I can to fix that. I'll hide that. Oh, what?
The death of everything, but also the beginning.
Okay, how far back? This is like 2009. Because he's still here.
People have filled the world, yet turned it into a void.
Hey, Happy, what's going on? It's good to see you. Hey, man, we got some mass spoilers up in here now. I know who you are. I know exactly who you are.
The only hope of salvation lies in ruin.
They wasted no time here.
Did you work in a zoo? Because that's one huge pile of shit you're pushing around. So, how'd that turn out for you, Dad? It doesn't matter now that you're dead as a doornail, does it?
God! You don't know any of the story? Oh, goodness. You're going to be so confused. But it's okay. It's okay, though. It's a fun time. Still, good to see you and everything. It's always fun. But, yeah. Clearly, this is Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. This game just assumes that you played both Persona 3 and Persona 4. Yeah. Now, really, for the most part, like, it does a pretty good job of summing up things that happened in Persona 3 and Persona 4 to get you up to speed, but it definitely helps to play those games. Aside from the fact that they're both just really good games anyway.
You wanted the world destroyed, huh? Isn't that right, you worthless pest?
Wait.
Fine. I'll do it.
Did he just slash his chest?
This shitty world with its shitty people and shitty lives will disappear. and I'll be the only thing left.
This is just hilarious to me. I just also think about a friend of mine who's played this game. She knows nothing about Persona, but she likes this game.
After all, if the father's fallen into darkness, then the son must rise. Just kidding.
That's wild.
What nonsense.
Oh, hey, it's Patrick.
What?
These constructs can only remain active within my red fog. Even then, they can only do so for a limited amount of time.
Oh yeah, we still don't know who that is.
If you have time to waste with worthless sentiment, hurry up and complete your preparations.
Ha! You've got no sense of humor. Keep up your whining and I'll have to kill you too.
Well, will say though, talking about deep story, right? That's one of those things to where I talked about it before, but the Persona series, I really like how you don't have to play these games in order, because they're all like kind of different stories, but Atlas really rewards you for playing the games in order, because there'll be little nods and references and stuff that you're only going to catch if you play the previous games, and I think that's really cool. But this here is just a direct sequel to Persona 4 though, with Persona 3 characters coming back and everything. Yeah, but it's still really cool though. But like I said, it still keeps you kind of up to speed on everything that's going down. It's just wild to me watching this as someone who's played both 3 and 4. But you know, it's still very enjoyable games either way.
Such impudence. Take them. They are your pawn.
But how are you, by the way, Lydia? What's been going on?
They're pretty well made. Fine, I've got the power I borrowed from you too. So now there's no way I could lose.
You're playing some Chrono Trigger and Pokemon while you watch? Be you paying attention? Okay. Which Chrono Trigger? I never played Chrono Trigger. Which one are you playing? And which Pokemon game are you playing? Did this just now? Oh, never mind. That's something else. We're fine. It's okay. Pretty good. Still laughing about our Sonic and Tails moment the other day. What? Oh, there's so much. Oh my gosh, so much happened the other day. So much happened the other day. It was fun talking to you guys, and we're playing Just Set Radio though. Like I said, I would love to do just a just chatting stream to just talk with you guys. If you guys are up for that though. I didn't think I'd have people to just sit here and just have discussions about the kind of stuff that we talked about though. It was fun. The DS one, which one? Okay, Diamond and Pearl. Okay. Pokemon Pearl. Okay, nice, nice. I see you.
Well then, time to make like a tree and turn over a new leaf or whatever.
Oh. Just. Oh yeah. Okay, I know what's going on here.
A puppet version of a puppet. I'll make sure you get the job done this time.
Now let's begin.
Oh!
For the sake of his world.
New cutscene. Oh, there was a bunch of people. Okay, I see. I get it. I understand. Oh, this explains a lot. Oh, okay. Oh. And there's more here. Okay, May 5th afternoon. I'm at the Shadow Operator's lab.
I finished going through Labrys's personality module and control links.
Fuka's great. And yo, they really did her up. She like they made her pretty up in here. She was always a cutie. Trying to get the last bit of my drink. Fuka-san's voice echoes through the machinery line room where she works as the operator. Yeah, you go. It seems there'll be a little more time until she'll be finished with her work.
I knew we could count on you.
Clone units are acting now as mad scientists orders, you're guessing? Yeah, they had gosh, where do I even begin when it comes to explaining this? It was like we talked about over on Peachy's stream yesterday, to where like just Persona games, they're really difficult to explain, but it like makes sense when you've played the games. Like, I'm trying to think right now, I don't even know where to begin with catching you up on what's been going on. Oh man, they're good games, you should play them.
I'm sorry that I asked you for such a big favor.
Or watch it on YouTube. I archived them on YouTube because I played 3, 4, and 5.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly stand by after something so important happened.
I hear you. Continue a long story that ties to itself. It doesn't even, and that's the thing, they don't even really tie into themselves. Like again, you don't have to play them in order because they're all their own separate story. There is like the passage of time though. Like Persona 3 takes place in 2009 to 2010, and then Persona 4 takes place in 2011 to 2012. And they might make references to previous games, but that's about it. I will say though, like, this isn't really a spoiler, is it? I don't know. We're playing a spoiler game. So Persona 4 has this one thing to where all the kids go on a school trip, and it takes place in the city or the town that Persona 3 took place. So there's like this tiny little moment where you're just hanging out in the Persona 3 area. That was really cool as someone who played 3 beforehand. It's still really cool just to see that without playing Persona 3, but if you played it, you're just like, yo, this is great, and starts bringing back memories. It was a good time. They even started playing Persona 3 music the whole time. It's nice.
But, is it really alright for me to be doing this? Aren't you all part of some kind of police organization now?
There's no need to be concerned. Even now that we've become the Shadow Operatives, this lab belongs solely to the Kirijo group.
Yeah! Shadow Operatives, a special unit under the direct supervision of the National Police Agency, organized to deal with supernatural cases that the normal police would be unable to respond to. In other words, cases dealing with shadows. This is one of the laboratories under the management of the Shadow Operatives. The purpose of this place is mainly to analyze evidence gathered in shadow-related, what is happening, related in ways gathered in shadow-related cases, analysis of shadow matters for scientific understanding, and planning operations. Another objective is a maintenance inspection and service for anti-shadow weapons, such as myself. Oh, okay. Wait, so is this Aegis or Lapras talking? No, this is Aegis. Since because I'm looking at the wording, Lapras doesn't talk like this. Since I'm a member of the Shadow Operatives, and I'm classified as a weapon due to my mechanical nature, I periodically undergo maintenance in this facility. Directly after the inauguration of the Shadow Operatives, Mitsuru-san had a state-of-the-art packing case prepared to transport me. However, the one slumbering within this case is my sister Lapras, the 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon. Spoilers! And our new comrade. Spoilers!
I finished investigating Labras's mobility systems.
I'll be right back. I'll miss you.
All I have to do now is reboot her OS and perform some final checks.
Oh, good job.
Thank you. How is she?
She'd sustained some heavy structural damage, so I was worried, but thankfully none were critical.
Yeah, that's good. My sister had been forced to push herself far beyond her limit during the events of the other day. Her entire body had taken serious damage. Well, poop. I'm glad she's okay. Fukusan's words caused me to sigh with relief.
I see. And what did you recover from her memory?
I'm sorry. I searched through it, but I found no records that would lead to finding the one behind what happened. If we want to pursue him any further, we'll have to wait for a report from intelligence, but it seems that will still take some time.
I see.
I see Mitsuru-san tighten her fists with that quiet utterance. The culprit is someone capable of manipulating the data in my sister's memory. The possibility that they will make the mistake of leaving a trace leading to themselves is extremely low. Even when one knows the outcome, people often feel indignant when the last bit of hope is crushed. It's understandable. Our ability to find out who kidnapped my sister has been completely stymied?
Then we have no clues to go on.
Don't be so hasty. We might get new leads from intelligence, right?
True.
Ever since that attempted airplane hijacking, we've learned that the Public Safety Division has been making some disquieting moves. If we don't make a move soon, there's no telling what they'll do to take advantage of the situation. We have to find a lead before they do anything.
Though Akihiko-san has known Mitsuru-san for a long time, Mitsuru-san's expression remains stiff as he tries to console her. But that's only natural. The Shadow Operatives are still in a delicate position with regards to where we stand within the National Police Organization. As a seemingly suspicious group founded by an outsider and dealing with crimes outside the capabilities of the normal police force, we often are met with cold stares from the people who should be our fellow investigators when we're dispatched on cases. The logic of such actions eludes me, but I cannot pretend that they do not exist.
I understand how you feel, Mitsuru-san.
I guess.
But we must solve one problem at a time. That is why we have gathered here today.
You're right. I'm sorry. Please work with me here in reviewing what information we already know.
Mitsuru-san implores us for assistance. Our gathering here at the lab today isn't just to hear about the results of Fukusan's test on my sister. We've come to share and review the information we have, to inspect the clues as closely as possible, to get closer to the culprit as quickly as possible.
The person behind this case first stole Labris, the 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, while she was in transport.
Yes. The hijacking of the airplane you were on was a diversion used to conceal the theft of my sister, after which she was transported to Inaba.
Correct. The hijackers were subdued and captured, but we have reason to believe that their minds were under some kind of control.
Those who hijacked the airplane and transported the case had no memory of taking part in the crime. They did not recognize one another, had nothing in common, and were all ordinary citizens with no prior criminal records. They did, however, all claim in their testimonies that they saw red eyes. Though their interrogations are still ongoing, it seems it won't be long before they are released. With all these points taken into consideration, it becomes apparent that this is no ordinary crime. Hey, Rabbit! What's going on? How are you?
The culprit waited until he arrived in Inaba to turn Labris on and fiddle with her memory. And then he threw her into the TV world, right?
Where one's heart and memories manifest themselves. As a machine, Labris was able to control these memories in great detail. In other words, the enemy used her in order to set a trap for us.
When we entered the television world in pursuit, we defeated her shadow and made indirect contact with the culprit.
That person revealed that his goal was to steal our personas by making us fight each other, which would weaken our hearts and turn our personas to shadows. Once he'd accomplished that, he would combine them all so he could have even more powerful shadows.
Everyone falls silent. The mysterious person's motive was to gather and unify shadows. This is all too similar to something that those of us gathered here will never forget.
Shuji Ikutsuki.
Freaking chairman.
The culprit's speech pattern is consistent with Ikutsuki-san's mannerisms. His inability to use a persona matches him as well. But that's not possible!
That's right. We've confirmed Ikutsuki's death.
Or maybe there's someone out there besides Ikutsuki who still thinks the same way he did.
If so, then the world we strive for is still far away.
Mitsuru-san sounds as if she's in agony. Happy you're back! I missed you, how are you? Shuji Ikutsuki. 3 years ago, oh, here we go. 3 years ago, he became fascinated with the fall and tried to bring about the end of the world using shadows. To Mitsuru-san, he is also the adversary that robbed her of her precious father.
Yamagishi, when Labris awakens, can you give her a summary of the case from 3 years ago? I'd like her to know what went on while she was sealed.
I understand.
Can't you just stick that data into her memory?
If we did that, it would just become a piece of data to her. She needs to be told about it in order for her mind to understand what happened.
She's human through and through, huh?
Also, I noticed something when I was checking her memories. The makeup of Labris's memory field is slightly different from Igus's.
Just had to get some water and snacks and all that. Yeah, that's good. Go ahead. Get yourself the water and snacks. Drink water, eat food. Take care of yourself. Good on you.
Besides the memory area that she normally accesses, there seems to be a sub-network of some sort.
She has 2 memory networks?
Oh, that's cool.
I think it was probably used to incorporate the feedback from her sibling units, but I still don't know for sure. That's why I believe it's safer to tell her in person.
All right, I'll let you tell her however you see fit. Regarding Yakutski, I'm pressuring staff to hurry and review the information, including the newly discovered quarantine server at Ergo Research. We never knew about the server in question before now, because it had been cut off from the group's network. It most likely has information that normally would have never left Ergo Research, such as data on top-secret experiments.
Ikutsuki-san could be involved in this case. Mitsuru-san's worry and irritation may be because she senses that possibility. We can all understand the pain she must be in. Poor Mitsuru.
By the way, what was the logic behind that whole Midnight Channel thing?
Oh yeah, they don't know much about the Midnight Channel. They know a little bit, but not as much. It's easy to forget with this Twitch stuff, so you always remind people to take breaks. That's right, man, breaks are good.
It's still unknown, but we'll have to send people to Inaba again. We're going to hold a meeting at headquarters tomorrow to discuss countermeasures.
Matter of fact, our break will probably be coming up sooner than usual because we lost an hour. Suddenly, an alarm that notifies us of abnormalities goes off and reverberates throughout the lab. Mitsuru-san quickly uses a nearby control panel to contact the staff within the facility.
What's going on?
The surveillance system detected a rise in shadow.
Who are you?
It's currently stabilizing around a level 3 alert, located in that town of Inaba.
Man, you look like someone who could fit in perfectly with Persona 2, I guess. I've never played Persona 2, but I've seen some of the characters.
What?
They look like that.
Looks like he's shown up already. That saves us the trouble of having to puzzle this out.
Yu-san and his friends are in danger. Mitsuru-san, please give the order to dispatch us.
All right, we'll leave at once. Yamagishi, leave Labrys to Kikuno and accompany us.
I understand. Well then, I leave the rest to you, Kikuno-san.
Understood. Lady Mitsuru, everyone, please be careful.
They weren't careful. One of Mitsuru-san's personal domestic assistants, or should I say maids, Kikuno-san answers, personal domestic assistant. Yes, this is definitely Aigus talking. Kikuno-san and Mitsuru-san have a stronger bond than that of any ordinary servant and master, and she is another of the shadow operatives. Her words catch my attention for some reason. Please be careful. A very trivial expression of concern for our safety. Brushing it off as a common courtesy would be simple, but I sense that she may be sensing something unusual regarding the situation that awaits us there. What could be causing this unease? Does Mitsuru-san know?
Oh, hold on, Aigus.
So, as I am trying to decide on whether or not to look deeper into Mitsuru-san's state of mind, Fuka-san gets up from her operator's seat and beckons me over.
What is it?
If we can put Labrys aside for a moment, are you going to be alright without having any maintenance done on you, Aigus?
What do you mean?
I read the documents on your new equipment. At first I assumed it was referring to that large gun, but it's actually...
Ah, that. True. There have been no tests confirming that it is capable of being used in an actual combat situation. But we face a powerful foe this time.
Is it even possible? If even one thing were to go wrong.
Fuka-san's face clouds as she looks at me. I can't be confident that I'll be alright, and I'm unable to tell her a pleasant lie to calm her down. In any case, I only pray that a situation that requires me to use my new equipment never arises. Both of us are tense as we prepare to depart.
Milady,
Poor
a change
Happy.
of clothes has been laid out in your car.
I'm so sorry, Happy. Yeah, so Rabbit, like, Happy does... So you know nothing about Persona, do you, Happy? And you came in... and you came in a game that just assumes you played at least 2 of them. Oh, that's so funny. Tell you what. I'm gonna throw you a bone. Go ahead. We archive that stuff. We archive that stuff. Because I do what I can to help you guys out. But yeah, there's an entire Persona collection on my channel right now. As far as like my perspective when I was playing them. So you got the Link Suite. Yeah. Of course, that's just like if you want to, or if like your own time, because Persona games are some long games. The main games are. I ranked in like 130 hours on one of the games, and then the latest one, Persona 5 Royal, I put in like at least 200 hours. So yeah.
I see. Thank you.
I've also prepared Akihiko-san's favorite protein drink, and Fuka-san has been preparing a playlist suitable for a road trip in her room.
Oh my god, yo, Fuka's the DJ. That's awesome.
Huh?
That will be all, Kikuno.
Very well. Pardon me.
As expected from Kikuno-san, she's amazingly considerate, as a personal assistant should be, but she can be too thoughtful at times. We learned this for ourselves when she came to accept us as people who are precious to Mitsuru-san.
Let's start this over, shall we? Shadow operatives, let's mobilize.
It's funny. Honestly, I want to go back to my Persona 3 stream just to see like how far I come in the Persona series, because that was my first Persona game. I didn't know what was going on. It was fun. But now that I'm at a point where we're almost finished with the games, like dang. Because I'm on spin-off games now. Thanks to Kikuno-san, the Kansuno Kai, the tension in the air subsides a bit, but we cannot allow our attention to wander just now. Upon completing our preparations for departure, we immediately make our way to Inaba. Okay. Oh, back in the limo.
Why are we taking this car again, Mitsuru?
Akihiko-san grumbles from the back seat of the Shadow Operative's personal limousine. I'm not sure how to put this, but I find that his feelings are justified.
Don't question it, Akihiko. There was no time to prepare a vehicle with the same equipment. Speaking of appearances, are you gonna wear that again?
Sure. There's a chance that we'll have to fight after all. These clothes give me the flexibility I need.
What clothes?
Impressive, Akihiko-san. You never change.
This is a sick limo. Yeah, really.
Still,
that's right.
The culprit would make a move so soon. We've completely lost the initiative.
So, we're playing Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Persona 4 Arena takes place about 2 months after Persona 4, and then Persona 4 Arena Ultimax takes place like a couple days after Arena. So, the last time they were out over there in Arena, they had this limousine, and basically Inaba is just the boonies and everything. So this limousine really stands out when they really don't need to be standing out as Shadow Operatives who's supposed to work with the police and everything.
Indeed.
That's
we
funny.
need to begin taking measures right now. I only hope no danger comes to Narukami and his friends.
How ironic. Mitsuru-san seems deeply agitated. During the car ride, she seems distracted. At times, she would flip through the thick file in her lap, only to suddenly give an order to a subordinate, and at other times, she would stare intently at her watch as if lost in thought. Her usual regal composure is gone.
Mitsuru-san, why don't we just ask them to cooperate with us?
Is this the song on Fuka's playlist? One of the songs?
I agree.
Rip indeed.
They seem pretty strong.
No, they're still young. If I asked for their assistance, it would waste time better spent at school. Worse yet, it would put them in danger. I don't want anyone else to have to go through that anymore.
I understand how you feel, but they don't seem like the kind who'd listen. You know, we were the same way back then.
They say that as if they're they're significantly older than them. Mitsuru-san falls silent. It's likely not a mistake to think that the sudden spike in shadow activity this time is related to the events of a few days ago. It has become apparent to everyone that another dangerous battle is about to begin.
We have new information. Kikuno sent me a message.
Good job, Kikuno.
I tasked Kikuno with reviewing Ergo Research's quarantine server. but it seems new evidence has come to light regarding Yakutsuki, who we discussed in our earlier conversation.
I really like, I've talked about it before, but I really like how whenever they have the Persona 3 squad, just like right now they have them, they're just always playing Persona 3 music. It's nice.
According to the report, it seems Yakutsuki was performing an experiment on his own in the lab directly after the explosion. It's unknown if this is related to our current mission, but there was a record of a plume of dusk being used in the experiment.
A plume of dusk.
A plume of dusk. An object that blurs the line between matter and information and is fitted into anti-shadow weapons like myself. It forms the core of our personality modules and is what allows us to control personas, even though we are machines.
So, what are the details of this experiment? Nothing good, I bet.
Yakutsuki was...
The limousine's engine suddenly roars down, drowning out further conversation. It seems the road we are taking has begun to climb a steep hillside. As the car takes a winding road up the slope, I can look down through the window and see lush trees along the mountainside. For a moment, I thought I sensed a shadow reading. Could it have been just been my imagination?
Yamagishi, tell me our current location.
One moment. I'm looking it up now. We're currently in Inaba Pass. We're almost at the target coordinates.
Okay. Ooh, new cutscene.
What is this?
Oh. He's coming back.
Was that?
What's wrong? An ambush?
What's happening? Driver, what's going on? Answer me!
It's just like during the hijacking.
Man, they tried to kill us.
On it.
Dick. Man, Persona 3 squads always gotta deal with extra stuff, man. They always gotta deal with the most compared to everybody else. Look, they're always almost on the verge of dying. To be continued already? Oh, it's blue! It's blue, just like, oh my god, I love that. The, oh, nice, okay. The, what was it? The, Persona 4's color is yellow, Persona 3's color was blue. But every time they had to be continued, up until this point, it was always in yellow. So it was really nice that they made it blue for Persona 3. That's great. I love that. See, I'm just getting excited over like the stupidest things. Okay, now we get to see Yucatan battle with, what's that say? Merlion? I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Here we go.
Ooh! That's why she's a Power Ranger!
Phoenix Rangers!
Featherman victory!
I love it. We love to see it.
Fight me, Featherman!
Merlion, the evil forces have fallen.
Merlion.
Stop here.
How dare you oppose me? Minion Leagues, get them!
The putties!
Prepare for justice.
Don't be so sure.
Oh my god! Oh lord!
Everyone, I've had enough of this. Ultimate arrow!
Yeah! Go Feather Pink!
It's over.
I love it. Yucatan doesn't look back at explosions.
And cut.
Perfect. What a take.
We love to see it!
Well done. That was really great.
Incredible. Oh, that's great. I can't wait to see Junpei too, man. Oh, goodbye. The This music! I was like, Persona 3 was just really good, man. The Power Rangers reference. Yeah, that's also the big thing. That's one thing that always carries over in most, if not all, these Persona games, is a TV show that comes on the TV in the world of Persona is called Featherman. Neo Featherman, Featherman R and everything. It's basically their version of the Super Sentai or Power Rangers. And if Atlas ever decided to make a spin-off series with just the Featherman games, I will buy those so quick. It's great. When the director calls this out, the tension in the area dies away. I make my way to the simple tent used as our break room and take a sip of my drink. My scenes for today are done.
I'm tired. You're on a roll, Featherpink.
Who was the manager?
Huh? Do you think so?
The directors had nothing but good things to say too. Looks like this will have a positive effect on your main job. Speaking of your next shoot.
My main job? My real job's supposed to be studying in college. I wipe the sweat from my brow as my manager excitingly tells me about the schedule for my next gig. I'd always had an interest in fashion, so I started taking modeling jobs as a way to earn some pocket money. It's pretty tough, since I've had to do things like pose in the middle of winter and just a t-shirt. Oh, that sucks, but thankfully I've been able to get a steady flow of commissions now. Trying to manage both classwork and my job as a model was already hard enough when my manager applied for an audition for a live-action show without my consent, claiming that I should broaden my work horizons. When I mentioned I practiced archery in high school, it really got our attention. Yeah, I'm really glad she still got to put that to use. Yeah, okay, so Yukari was one of the characters of Persona 3. And she I'm saying this for Happy. I know a lot of other guys know, but I got you, Happy. But yeah, she was one of the units, and she fought with a bow because she did archery in high school. Yeah, it was great. She was part of the archery club, and I'm so glad she still gets to do it as a Power Ranger. And the way I found out that she was I got you, Happy. But the way I found out that she was a Power Ranger is because she was on TV in Persona 5 Royal. I would check the TV every day, and they started talking about Yukari talking about, and they talk about she has a role as like a Featherman and stuff, and I was like, wait, what? She's a Featherman now? It was really dope. Hold on, did I read the other thing? I'm sorry, I got so excited. It all made sense to me. Okay, we really got the attention. Okay. It all made sense to me when I learned that Featherpink's weapon would be a bow and arrow, though. As a result, I ended up as Protector of Earth in the kids' superhero show starting this year. While my acting work makes use of different expressions, and my modeling career lets me dress up in a lot of different clothing, it kind of makes me feel like I'm changing who I am, too. It's insanely busy, but it's fulfilling and fun. And yet...
What's wrong? Something troubling you?
Like, this expression, this on her face right now, I'm like, that's Yukari. I mean, she is a little bit older now, but just a little bit, because she's, like I said, I told you there's a passage of time in the Persona games, but she still just looks so much like Yukari, like in that face. I love it. Sometimes Pink Ranger always uses a bow and arrow. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Because in Power Rangers Hyperforce, Ranger Pink uses a bow and arrow also.
Oh, not really.
I checked my cell phone, but Misuru Senpai still hasn't sent me a response. I had tomorrow off, so I emailed her earlier, asking if she'd like to spend some time with me and go shopping. She's been contacting me less and less often recently, and when she does, it's because of Shadows. I'm one of the Shadow Operatives, a group established by Misuru Senpai. I understand that she wants us all to be able to have normal lives, and she said she wouldn't hesitate to ask for my help if she ever needed it. But it still seemed to me that she was taking everything on by herself. The attitude didn't satisfy me, so I forced her to add me to the team. That sounds about right. Oh my gosh. Misuru. Misuru's a real... Guys, oh my gosh. Play Persona 3. Misuru is a real one. Oh my gosh. Misuru is a real one. However, unlike Aegis and the other official members, I'm part of a special unit that only gathers in emergencies, trusted with immediately subduing shadows by force. What does she call it? The auxiliary staff? Something like that anyway. It's wonderful that there have been no situations that call for us to be dispatched, And even if something like that did arise, the official shadow operators are excellent. So there's no need to worry with the likes of Akihiko Senpai and Aigus around. But
is it really that hard to just send back a reply? It's Golden Week, for God's sake.
What's this? Don't tell me you've got some boyfriend trouble.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that.
We normally talk when we see each other, so I've never doubted my friendship with her. Still, when things remain unsettled, it's unsatisfying. Yeah, interesting. And yeah, I'm sure they like develop at least a little bit of a friendship after everything that has gone down in 3. Maybe I had to get on her case about taking everything all on by herself again. Most people do. There's something loud going on outside.
What? What's this helicopter doing here? Is there a helicopter in this shooting script?
Huh?
As the sound gets closer, the tin walls and roof begin to undulate with an immense wind. When I rush outside, I see the crew are all looking up and causing a commotion. Ooh, nice shot. I'm probably not going to use it, but just in case, thumbnail. When I look up, there's a black helicopter descending towards the ground. Dangling a rope ladder, the lady in the pilot's seat sees me and gestures me towards the ladder. Uh-oh. At that moment, it all becomes clear. I only know of one person who would do this.
I'm glad she came, but she's making too big of a scene.
She didn't come. I'm completely astounded by the utter absurdity of the situation, but before I know it, I'm already running towards the ladder. I guess everybody knows they know the deal, I guess. Oh, already? Oh, these are so short, man! Yukari's Irritation is what it's called. Actually, I didn't even read the others. Hold up. Wait a minute. How many you got? Shadow Operator's Lab, and then Ambush. Okay. And then Ken, the honors student. Okay, good. He went to Gakogan High. Say Gakogan High. Homeboy plays soccer? Look at him. And he's got a fan club. Look at you. You go, boy. You go, liability. Look at it.
Man, you were amazing.
Thanks for cheering for me.
You're a real hit with the ladies.
I'm gonna get going for today.
Okay, you better be this good next time, too.
Leave it to me.
He doesn't have a number on his jersey. Is he still in the dorms? Are we gonna hear the music? Oh my god. Koro-chan! And he's still in Iwatodai dorm. Oh my god.
Come home, Koromaru.
This is so cool. Oh. A bit much for a plane right now. It's an emergency. We're not here in Iwatodai dorm. There's some time until dinner, so I decided to leave the dorm again with Koromaru. This Gekogan dormitory is where we live. It was briefly closed after Mitsuru-san and the others graduated. All the equipment from a few years ago was removed, of course, but with the increase of students at Gekogan, they decided to reopen the dorm. I applied for a room as soon as I heard. The reason I did was because of Koromaru. He had been in Aiga-san's care, but at this dorm, he'll be allowed to live with me. Nice. Also, to be honest, I felt that living here lets me stay close to my companions who were fighting even now. Back then, everyone took turns walking Koromaru. Now it's my job. That's right, we all did take turns. The pad. We did take turns. Oh, Lord. The pad's in the nearby Naganaki Shrine. It's Koromaru's usual route. I talked about this too. That Persona 3 is always going to hold a special place in my heart because, mainly because, a lot of the characters, like the protagonists in there, Yukari, Junpei, and Fuka specifically, like they're all like around my age. Like I legit would have graduated with them. So I always thought that was pretty cool. That's one that I thought was cool when they do birthdays for characters. This is one of the few things of media that I'm aware of to actually give them a birth year as well. So yeah, that's all. That's my story. Koromaru's quite old for a dog. Really? But is he? Yeah, how old was he then? I don't know. But as he trots along in his usual pace, along our usual path, it makes me think for a moment that all the fighting back then was just a dream. Only when I'm watching Koromaru walk like this can I forget everything and feel a little at ease. The shrine? Oh my god! That's where he used to be. That's where his master was. This is where we saw Maiko. I hate my chest. We pass through the gateway at the entrance and step into the shrine grounds. Okay. Oh, we're fine. Since it's nearly sundown, there's nobody but us at the shrine, at the serene grounds, the shrine grounds. Look at him. He's all grown up. Dang, man. I sit down on a bench inside myself. Koromaru notices, though, and immediately rushes over to nuzzle my leg. My leg?
It's nothing, Koromaru.
Even while I'm saying it, I'm sure Koromaru can see through my words. I can't understand him in the same way Aiga-san can, but even I can tell what Koromaru is thinking. I pet Koromaru as he looks up at me with a worried whine, and I put my hand in my pocket to pull out. Ooh, the Shadow Operative's badge that Mitsuru-san had given me. Koromaru wears the same badge on his collar. Does he?
Even if she gave me this, I know it's just for show.
Are you sure?
I bet everyone else is working hard right now.
This morning I got a call from Sanada-san for the first time in a long while. It seemed he'd just come back to Japan from a year-long training journey. Wandering the world? I knew he was the kind of person who would put himself through anything in order to get stronger, but this is the sort of thing that you only hear about in stories. Sanada-san told me that he had gone to see Mitsuru-san directly after his return to this country, but had been immediately dispatched to an emergency. He's currently busy with that, so he just said that he would tell me more about this trip, about his trip some other time. I know that being a shadow operative must be tough, but he seems so excited when talking about them, so it's like I get these pent-up feelings inside.
I'm a member too, you know.
Yeah. You want to join my Discord, by the way? Sorry, I forgot to ask about it earlier. You have a main one, the silent for business moderation stuff. Everyone to work together on something to be the place. Oh, that'd be cool. You have to remind me about it or put it in. Don't we have a promote yourself channel in the Discord? I forget. You can put it in there. I'm in so many Discords, dear God. I need to be more active in Discord, honestly. Just Discord, period, including my own. But Discord is very helpful because it makes it so much easier for me to contact you guys in case something comes up. And, like, hey, I have to cancel a stream or a stream starts late. And it's easy to let you guys know, like, when we're going live or anything. I mean, low-key is not like a public one. Oh, I got you. Okay, crap. I am going to trust you to use your better judgment on how to send that to me. I don't know. I'm old, man. I'm sorry. A member, yes, but only as part of a secondary unit that only gets called out in extreme situations. Being part of a special suppression unit has a cool ring to it that I like. But the official shadow operatives are each given a unique number. For example, Aiga-san is member number 5. We don't have that. We're just auxiliary members. I haven't been called into action yet, and I doubt I ever will be until after I graduate high school. After all, I did promise Mitsuru-san that I would try to live out my childhood as much as I could.
I'm just for show, too.
He tries so hard, he wants to be an adult. Message everyone. Yeah, it's nice that they still contact everyone and everything. What about Junpei? Does anyone talk to Junpei? Poor Junpei. And following that promise to try as much as I could, I've been acting like a child on the surface. An average middle school student, studying, helping out with club activities, and even taking part in the student council. But I haven't officially joined any club. Wait a minute. Middle school? He's got to be in high school? No, he's in high school. He's talking about before when he was in middle school. But I haven't officially joined any clubs. And the reason why is because I asked Mitsuru-san to call me for help if she ever needed me. I know that no organization under the police would be able to command an underage person, let alone someone in middle school. I'm only a shadow operative for show, and only a child for show. If this continues, I won't know when I'll ever be able to go back to who I really am.
Making my life my own is actually pretty hard. Sometimes I lose sight of what I'm supposed to be doing.
I think back on the words that the person who saved my life left me. Oh! I thought I'd come to understand them sometime, but as time passed, other emotions began to rear their heads.
It's completely dark now. We should head back home, Koromaru.
I wonder if I'll be left behind like this. Would things actually be better if I just forgot about everything? But could I live with myself if I had the power to fight, but did nothing with it? I've been thinking a lot about that. I stand up from the bench and look across the dark, quiet temple grounds. I won't reach an answer just by thinking about it. I know that. But at that moment, Koromaru suddenly barks at me. It's been a while since I heard him bark like this. He's been getting more and more mellow these days. I can see him being like, I can see Koromaru just being like super chill when he gets older. What's that sound? Some rhythmic noise is approaching from up above. The wind becomes stronger and the trees around the temple begin to rustle. It's time. Thumbnail, even though I just got it. I look up into the sky and a bright light turns on high above. As my eyes adjust, I see a previously hidden black helicopter and in the otherwise pitch black sky. It's like something out of a movie. Is it the military? No, that can't be right. As if to answer my doubts, a searchlight streams down, pinning shadows to the ground. Something's happened. That's my first thought. I don't know what, but for some reason I sense elation rising up through my body.
Let's go, Koromaru.
He's like, yes! You hear when he was worried. I grip my shadow operative badge tightly, then thrust it back into my pocket as I take a deep breath. I run towards the helicopter. I will burn my dread. Junpei! Ooh, can we get Junpei done today? I hope that'll be great. We're gonna do Labrys first though. Work our way down. Oh, Labrys' dream, Junpei's dream. Oh, everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got a dream. Okay, what's this one called? Left Behind. Oh. Okay. Oh, only 7%. Wow. Then you gotta like remember something so I can link it to you without getting people to join publicly. That's weird. Huh. How do I do this? How's it going, Amaterasu? It was good to see you. How are you? Yes. Cozy up, Haru. Let me go. Wait, no, this is what I want. Is he 3 also? Yeah, he's 3. Let me see how far down these go. His kind of stops there. This... Okay, we should be fine. Go ahead. Wait, how did Labrys wake up then?
Where am I?
Blue skies and azure ocean spread out before my eyes. A gentle breeze brushes my cheek as I stand on a blindly glistening beach. The sun shining from high above. The sound of waves is calming.
What am I doing here? Wasn't I going through maintenance at Mitsuru-san's place?
I retrace my memories with a hint of bewilderment. Because I had been severely damaged in the recent battles, I also undergo full repairs at the laboratory and the Shadow Operatives facility. Oh, this is something I just thought about it. So, how... Did the story for Arena 1 show up as DLC the same day that Ultimax came out? Because otherwise, what if Ultimax was someone's first Arena game and they go to the story mode? I don't know how many people play fighting games for the story, though. I feel like I'm probably like the only person. But if there are other people out there and they start this, they don't know what's going on or what she's talking about. You just jumped right into the middle. Goodness. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't matter for a bunch of people who like played the game and didn't know anything about Persona, but still. If I post it anywhere, then people will join it. And it's for content creators and stuff. The fan post lacking, be able to figure it out. Okay, we will figure it out one of these days, I believe. Just gotta believe. I was placed into a protective case, and Fuka-san explained what was going to happen while Aiga stood nearby.
Oh, this must be a dream then.
Alright, Kanji. I vaguely remember the sensation. It's similar to something I've experienced a number of times before. Fuka-san said that she would shut down my consciousness during maintenance, thus I shouldn't be able to dream. Is this a random phenomenon occurring during my reboot process?
I'm dressed like this again.
I'm wearing the uniform from Yasagami High. My arms are human arms. Since what's in one's heart can be reflected in dreams, this must be one of my desires. Still, I know it's nothing but an illusion. I understand, and I won't deny it any longer. This isn't really an appearance that I wanted to recall so soon after what happened yesterday. But it seems the me deep within my heart won't let me be that way. Still, gazing at this scenery, I cease to care about such things. I take a step towards a pier that juts out from the beach, then turn my attention to my internal GPS.
Guess there's no use doing something like that in a dream.
Believe it! You're doing alright just applying for jobs? Ooh. Yeah! How's that going? You don't have to tell me, but I will ask. Pretty much, yeah. You didn't have the first time players are gonna be confused with some, yeah. Oh well. But that's what archives are for. Hey! I don't need my GPS to know what this place is. It's where I hit a certain wish in my heart sometime long ago.
It's so beautiful. If this really is a dream, maybe I can keep going.
Yeah, maybe. Just while I think that, the pier under my feet crumbles and disappears without a sound. Just like that, the azure waters swallow me. The sunlight becomes dim, but I feel no anxiety. A mysterious sensation envelops me, as if everyone is near me and I'm connected with everyone. Eventually, when the feeling of floating becomes stronger and I lose all sense of up and down, the sea changes into a field of countless lights in the darkness. Darkness is, darkness is. Ooh,
now,
this music.
Where could this be?
This is where Dora-kun lives.
It seems I have an odd guess.
Elizabeth!
Oh? You're that misrepresent. No. Press stand? Ah, yes, Miss President. We met the other day.
Misrepresent press stand. I turn towards the voice and see a familiar woman in a blue dress, Elizabeth. She gave me a word of caution during yesterday's battle, when I had been turning my eyes away from my true self. This is an unexpected reunion with the person who appeared before me like a storm and left with the same amount of force.
Oh, hi.
That's what Elizabeth
Thanks
does.
Thanks a bunch for back then. I didn't get to thank you properly at the time.
Like, that's what Elizabeth does. She comes in as like a storm and leaves out like a storm.
You faced yourself and overcame the ordeal through your strength alone. And the feelings of those at the scene certainly helped as well. Still, my assistance was merely the cake under the ice.
Under the ice? I don't know what that means, but this place is beautiful. Where am I?
Space.
This is a world within people's hearts. Since you are here, it's most likely that you are at rest in the real world. Now that you have gained a heart of your own and are nurturing it, I wouldn't be surprised if you were to wander here at times.
That all sounds pretty complicated. What are you doing here, Elizabeth?
To put it as Frank would, it is a secret. But if there was something I could say about it, I am yearning for an unseen power.
To put it as Frank would. You gotta love Elizabeth. Beautiful, kind of sad and lonely, honestly. Yeah.
Huh? You want power too? Even though you're insanely strong already?
Oh, all this talk of power has reminded me of something. It seems you have obtained a new power through that battle earlier. I do not mean to be rude, but my adorable personality cannot restrain my infinite curiosity for such things.
Let's fight.
Would you show it to me?
Let's fight.
Huh? Wait. Hey, hold on now. Are you saying you want to fight me right this minute?
My, how could I have forgotten? A boisterous brawl in this place would certainly not be elegant.
I'm not talking about where we are.
Worry not. I will prepare a worthy stage at once.
Wait,
not even listening.
You what? Huh?
She's not even listening. She doesn't care. She flips open the book with a fluid motion. As she does, a blue circle draws itself into the air, and the scenery around us changes. I didn't expect Labrys. I mean, I guess in hindsight, it kind of makes sense for Labrys to be the first person we fight as on this side of the story.
This place.
The tranquil ocean-like area changes into a familiar place. Ooh. This is an announcement room at the school that I had created. Beyond the glass in this red-stained room hang the corpses of my sisters I had destroyed with my own hands. I feel a lump in my throat as the memories come back to me. Yeah, good going, Elizabeth. You had to take this room. I look down and see that my body has returned to its cold, white metallic one. This is my true form.
Oh, are you a bit shaken? My apologies, but it seems we're being pressed for time.
Before I can sort out my emotions, the aura I feel from Elizabeth begins to intensify. She's coming.
Without further ado, here I come. Your fate is in the cards.
You could have put her in literally any other location in that school and you chose this. What are you thinking about? Alright, let's go. Fight.
Finally.
Okay.
Oh my, impressive.
Oh wow, that's a lot. Hold up.
Oh my, impressive. Oh no. Huh? Oh my, oh no, impressive. Huh? Oh my.
Yo, this axe has so much rage. Oh, what are you doing? No, nope, nope. Do not let her do that.
Oh my.
Crap, she got it anyway.
Now up.
Negative penalty.
Oh my. Please,
Crap, come on, come on. So I'm gonna get her thing. Hold on.
I will give it my
What? No! It didn't work. I'm trying to get her special or her insta kill.
I will show you.
Come on now. I'm gonna lose because I'm too busy trying to get. Wait, here it is.
Opening my deck. Let's change things up. You were seared.
Got it. Okay.
Looks like you need punishing.
She's like just in it. She's chilling. She's like just get it over with. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay. Yeah, I want to try to get everyone's instant KOs now that I know how to do it. I almost died because Elizabeth is like stupid strong.
Well done. I have indeed witnessed the power you have acquired.
While I was preoccupied with fighting Elizabeth, I remembered something. This is the place where I faced myself and gained something precious and irreplaceable. Yukun, Misuru-san, and all the others. Imagining their faces causes a mysterious strength to well up from within me.
Have I gotten stronger?
Yes. Elizabeth smiles. She calmly returns to the conversation we have been having.
Whether you can accomplish your wish and your heartfelt promise is up to you. If you can't do it, no one else will be able to do it for you.
Real talk. I agree. She's like, whatever, right?
But from a different perspective, that means that anything is possible depending on you. Don't you think it could be perceived that way?
Real talk.
If I do it.
That is correct. Though, it would be most important to prioritize overcoming the ordeal that is coming your way.
Huh? What ordeal? Isn't this just a dream?
The ordeal that has made itself known quite close by. I bid you good luck.
Wait, hold on! What's this ordeal you're talking about? What do you mean?
Okay. The announcement room begins to fade to white and disappear into the distance, and I hear a siren-like sound. As if in sync with the siren, Elizabeth begins to grow hazy as well.
Wait! You have to tell me more!
You'll be alright. Alright, be safe. Make good choices. My own voice is lost in warning. Lost in the warning sound that crashes over me like waves. I just need to talk to her. Just a little more. Okay. The moment after everything goes white, the laboratory appears in my vision. An ear-piercing wailing sound fills the air. This is the real world.
Good.
Welcome to the real world.
Seriously, I am terrible with machines.
Yo, what's going on, dude? I look towards his voice and see an unfamiliar man in black. Oh, she didn't meet him yet, Kurosawa. And in a black pinstripe suit. The man looks frustrated as he fumbles with my case, disconnecting the wires leading from the terminals to my body.
So how about it? Can you move?
Who are you?
I'm Kurosawa, a police detective. Oh, do you know what a police detective is?
Kurosawa. I have no memory of this man, but for some reason I recognize his name. This must be information that was inserted into my knowledge database. Beginning personal scan, matching iris and voice print. Identify Detective Kurosawa.
Oh, are you with Mitsuru-san and them?
Something like that.
As far as I can find in the database, he seems to be a person who could be trusted. He has a long history of private and public interaction with Mitsuru-san and the other Shadow Ops. Oh, Happy, I know you're probably like gone at the moment. I don't know if you can hear, but Kurosawa is he sold us items in Persona 3 to help us fight shadows. He's also a real one.
I'll make this quick. There's an emergency. The car that the lady that Mitsuru Kurijo was in has gone missing.
Mitsuru-san?
That lady?
What do you mean?
An emergency? She's missing? Only after hearing this do I pause to re-examine my surroundings. That siren must be in response to these ongoing events. I'm unable to get a grasp on the situation and only become more confused.
We'll talk later. We need to get to the roof.
As he speaks, Detective Kurosawa tosses me a small bundle. Hey! I open it to find the Yasagami High uniform I've been wearing in my dreams. Does he want me to wear this? That'll probably help a bit. Though I'm still perplexed, I put on the uniform. I just did it anyway. Put on the uniform Detective Kurosawa gave me and follow him as he runs into the stairway. This is them running. I see that his gun is drawn. As we bound up the stairs, I desperately ask him the questions boiling in my mind.
Kurosawa-san, are Mitsuru-san and the others okay? Who took them?
Go quietly. We've got to hurry here. We were being pursued, too.
I'm taken aback for a moment. The Shadow Operatives may be part of the National Police Agency, but their existence has been kept hidden from the civilian population. This last very existence should be hidden from ordinary people, and yet it has been attacked.
Enemies? Hey, I could...
Don't. The ones coming after us are human. On top of that, they're from public safety.
Oh, good. That's always great. This only confuses me even more. What's going on here? The public safety group are at the very top of the National Police Agency's Security Bureau. They should be on our side. Why would they be coming after us? I bite my lip in fear. I thought that I finally met people who understood me, and that I finally had a place where I belong. Yet, now that I've awakened, I'm being pursued by armed people once more. People who are supposed to be on our side, at that. Poor Labras. Painful memories of Yakushima return to my mind. I shake my head, trying to clear these thoughts, but it's not that easy. At that moment, Detective Kurosawa speaks up as if he could see through my emotions.
I know it has to be tough, but bear with it. That's how you live, by fighting.
His words snap me out of my reverie. That's right. The world isn't always filled with things like this. There are people who understand me and accept me, and they're all staying right by my side. Had I not made my own decision to protect these people?
Thanks, Kurosawa-san. Say, want to take a shortcut to the roof?
What's she gonna do? Just like grab him and jump through all the ceilings? With that, I pick up Kurosawa-san and run ahead. I'm going to do everything. Okay.
Hey, what are you?
I jump and ignite the boosters on my back to kick off the wall. I was close. It's a bit of a rough move, but I have determined that it is in our best interest to proceed as quickly as possible in this situation. He's too old for this, man. His hair's gonna get grayer.
Here we go!
Whoa!
Oh my god. We shoot up the staircase to the next landing, where I kick the wall again to send us flying up the staircase in the opposite direction. Basically, she's doing wall jumps. I repeat this a number of times, rocketing us to the extremely long staircase and allowing us to reach the door to the rooftop in less than a minute. Sweet.
You've got some nerve.
We're in a time crunch, sir.
Sorry, but...
It's fine. Looks like I can trust you to get things done.
Yeah. Detective Kurosawa seems pale, but he still stands up, and I see the strength of will in his eyes as he speaks to me.
Well, from here on, this is a battle that only you can fight.
When he opens the door slightly, the chilly air from outside rushes in through the gap.
I'm putting their lives in your hands.
Kurosawa-san opens the door fully, and the wind whips at us. The helicopter. Oh. Oh, they don't shoot, man!
Go on. Go now!
Before they pull the trigger! Ah!
Gotcha!
Hey!
Okay! Keikuru-san, let's go!
Squad! Let's go. So what happens to Kurosawa? Does he get shot? Oh no! Oh, we're in the helicopter.
Looks
now.
like we managed to get away.
Okay, that's good.
We got out
What
in
are you
time.
strangely dressed
It's nice
woman?
to meet you, Labras. I'm Yukari Takiba.
Strangely dressed woman.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I'm Kanemata. Wow. So it's true that you're like Aigus-san.
It's Ken.
Oh, and this is Koromaru. Huh? A dog? He's not just a pet. Koromaru might not look like it, but he can fight as well.
But do we see his persona? Beginning personal scans. Everyone on this helicopter seems to be a member of the Shadow Operatives. According to the new data I was given during my repairs, they are all Mitsuru-san's friends since high school. These people are all comrades who have fought alongside Mitsuru-san and each other.
Takeba-san? You're dressed in a kinda interesting way.
Yeah, you guys got her when she was in the middle of work.
Huh? Oh, this? Yeah, I got picked up suddenly from my job and I didn't have any time to change. I bet I'm never gonna hear the end of this. Also, you can just call me Yukari. I hope we get along, Labras.
But to think that organization would come after us now at such an important time. If Kurosawa-san hadn't gotten that tip, we'd be doomed. Hey, right. What's going on with those guys? Who are they again? Public safety? Oh, that's right. You don't know.
Ken-kun politely explains the situation to me. Some people in the public safety department don't think well of the Shadow Operatives. When Mitsuru-san and the others went missing, public safety took advantage of this confusion and attempted to take control over the Shadow Operatives headquarters. Of course they did. They have been trying to remove Mitsuru-san from her position and showed up at the lab in an attempt to confiscate me for evidence. Woo! To move this quickly after she disappeared, though, public safety must have some way of knowing what's going on with the Shadow Operatives.
They say Mitsuru-san set everything up. She would never.
Guys out of your mind. But yo, we gotta, oh my gosh. We gotta thank Naoto, man, cause she kept quiet about some details. Yeah. Mitsuru ain't doing anything wrong. In fact, Mitsuru's doing everything she can to right the wrongs that her predecessors made. But public safety doesn't care, and they will use anything they can against us. Oh, just going to interrogate him. Kurosawa, yeah, we could only hope.
I can't understand it either. All this about honor and adult circumstances is foolish.
Boy, wait till you get to P5R.
Yeah, but there are some people in public safety who don't agree with that. Or else Kurosawa-san wouldn't have gotten that anonymous tip.
Oh, that reminds me. I wonder if Kurosawa-san's okay.
He's like, this isn't the first time I got shot.
Koromaru says that he's alright.
Huh? Can you understand dogs too, Yukari-san?
Well, no, but I've known Koromaru for a while, and that just seems like what he's saying. I'm sure Kurosawa-san will be just fine.
I like that. I like that explanation. No, but I've known him for a while because it explains nothing and everything all at the same time. She's doing a good job. Yeah, she is. Kuromaru-san's white fur reminds me of something. Snowy. I say, yeah, Snowy, my friend who I met at the Southern Island. I can tell from Yukari-san's words that all the other people here in this helicopter know each other very well.
So where are we going now anyway? We're gonna go look for Mitsuru-san and them, right?
Right. It looks like there was an increased shadow reading someplace called Inaba, and they were headed there. We'll go that way for now.
Good idea.
Inaba.
Hey, Happy's back. Welcome back. That's right. This could be a continuation of the events from yesterday. An ordeal. Elizabeth's words from my dream echo in my mind.
Don't look so gloomy. I'm sure Mitsuru-senpai's fine. She's got Akihiko-senpai, Fuka, and even Aigis with her after all. Oh, right. You're Aigis' sister, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. I was made just before her, though.
You seem so stiff. You don't need to be so polite with us.
Yeah, we're chill.
I heard that you were an earlier model than Aigis-san, but you don't seem less advanced at all. You seem perfectly normal. Do you fight with that axe you're carrying? Could I touch it?
Ken. The two of them are interacting with me quite normally, even though they know I'm a machine, even though they must know what happened in Inaba and about my past. The acceptance makes me happy. Koromaru-san is gazing intently at me too.
Yukari-san, have you been able to make contact with Iori-san?
Oh yeah. That's right, Junpei. A voice from the cockpit interrupts us. Kikuno-san, Mitsuru-san's maid, is in the pilot seat. I love that she's just a pilot. Maid pilot. She seems demure. Did I even say that right? But if she can pilot a helicopter like this, her skills seem to know no limits. But I've been told that Kikuno-san isn't a Persona user. Isn't it dangerous for her to come with us in a situation like this?
I completely forgot. Hold on a second.
Everyone forgot Junpei. Poor Junpei. You're going around to other people who stream. They really like it, talking about the whole ideas. We could try to level this up. Ooh. Actually, yeah, who all streaming right now? Because I got to figure out who I'm going to... Oh, crap. Okay. We'll figure it out later. Maybe things will change when we get later into the stream, because we have about like an hour or so left. Yukari-san pulls out her cell phone. It seems that they are trying to meet with Junpei Iori, another part-time shadow operative, and also a fellow comrade since high school. Junpei's my boy. While Yukari-san is on the phone, I decide to ask Kikuno-san about the doubts I have.
Saikawa-san, you're not a Persona user, are you?
Please call me Kikuno. And no, I only have the potential towards the Dark Hour.
What does that mean?
Oh, I didn't know you had that. Even the maids in the Kirijo family are amazing. So that means you can't fight shadows, right? Then ain't it dangerous for you to come along?
If I have the correct information, then the grotesque monsters known as shadows, our enemies, can only be defeated by people who can use personas. In other words, since Kikuno-san is an ordinary human, she could never defeat a shadow, even if she was the most proficient warrior in the world. If she ever encountered a shadow on her own, Kikuno-san would face immediate death. And yet, she smiles warmly as she answers me.
There are more ways to deal with shadows than the direct method. We've never met in person, but I was involved in the operation to rescue you last time.
Yeah.
We all do whatever we can to the best of our abilities to fulfill the roles we've been given. That is what it means to fight.
That real talk.
Wow, she's a true professional.
Oh yeah, man. She's been doing it for a while. To be honest, I don't understand. True, Kikuno-san is helping us by piloting the helicopter for us. But if that's all it took, then somebody could easily program me with the ability to fly the helicopter, and there would be no need for Kikuno-san to be exposed to the danger of having to join this operation.
I see.
I can't think of any other words to say, and I look away from her. I end up meeting Ken-kun's eyes, and I feel a little awkward.
It's no use, he's not picking up. This is so important. Why now?
He did say his phone died, I remember that. Yukari-san puts down her phone and turns to us again. Everyone's attention returns to getting up to speed on the current situation.
Oh well. We'll just have to begin our search on our own.
You know, Kikuno-san, I'm surprised you knew where we were without having to contact us at all.
So why can't they do that with Junpei?
I traced the GPS signals from your cell phones. We're still partners with the police force, so it's no problem to do that in an emergency. Then again, we've just seen how even that doesn't always help.
You mean about Junpei-san?
It's like he's going out of his way to inconvenience us.
Yukari-san sighs with a somewhat astounded expression. As I reflect that this Junpei-san appears to be something of an odd person, Kikuno-san taps her armrest as if remembering something.
Oh dear, I almost forgot. Labra-san, please review these documents until we arrive at our destination.
With that, Kikuno-san hands me a folder.
Fuka-san asked me to tell you about this, but under the circumstances, would you please look through the material on your own?
As I flip through the documents in a thick file, I notice that certain names appear again and again. Mitsuru, Akihiko, and the names of everyone here. What is this?
It's a summary of the activities that took place 3 years ago.
Boy.
3 years ago? You must mean...
See, we archived it and put it on the YouTube channel.
I see. Whoever's behind what's going on is definitely connected to those events.
3 years ago refers to the incident leading to Mitsuru-san and the rest meeting one another. I haven't had the chance to go over it in detail, but supposedly it's the case that became impetus for Mitsuru-san to establish the Shadow Operatives. She is an oppressive maid. They're right, it's not her first rodeo. And the bonds that they have formed among each other, they were nurtured through the battles they took part in back then. Such deep connections look radiant to my eyes. I decide that it's important that I learn more about what happened then, as important as learning more about who or whatever is behind the events going on now. Music stopped, that's never good. If I just wanted information on it, I could easily just transfer that data directly into my memory. But by actively reading it like this, I'll be able to understand what happened. Okay, this is okay now. Her thoughtfulness of treating me the same as a person makes me happy. Kikuno-san glances at me once more and nods silently, as if in approval.
I think it looks good on you. A proper appearance is important when going out on a grand stage.
Does she mean the uniform I'm wearing? Yes. Oh, I get it. She must have been the one who prepared the Yakusagami uniform that Kurosawa-san gave me. Her sudden compliment is a little embarrassing, but I can't help but smile. Okay. I mean, this uniform to me is proof of my connection to Yu-kun and his friends.
Thanks!
Kikuno-san reacts with a small smile, then produces some other items.
Yukari-san, Ken-san, I have acquired evokers and suitable weapons for you.
They got them evokers, son. Oh my god! I'm sorry.
Wow, thank you. This would be the best for me.
I'm just thinking about Happy right now. Oh god, just really anyone who's never. Oh, as soon as I saw the evokers, I'm like, this gonna look so bad out of context later. Ooh, the sexy lance. He's got a spear back. Ken-kun takes a spear from Kikuno-san and sits back with a satisfied expression. The spear is longer than Ken-kun is tall, but he seems confident. Wouldn't such a weapon be too unwieldy for him to handle?
Kikuno-san, what is this?
It's just like Kikuno-san hands Yukari-san what appears to be a large pink bow that perfectly matches the suit she's wearing. Upon seeing it, Yukari-san looks baffled.
It's the ultimate arrow!
Yeah.
It's so pink.
I acquired reference material from the publisher and had it made.
Yes.
Don't worry. It's more functional than the prop on your show.
I would hope so.
I'm pretty sure that makes it the best bow ever created, but...
In actual combat, I thought that using a form factor you're comfortable with would be best.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to have a logical explanation like that.
Everything she's been saying so far has been logical.
Was my arrangement unnecessary?
No, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was unnecessary. No, it's fine.
It was great. Very necessary. Don't lie.
I like it. Can I see it for a moment?
Oh, great. It's so pink. The ultimate arrow for Feather Pink. As Ken couldn't reach us towards the boat with interest, I sensed the helicopter tilt slightly to the side. Uh-oh.
We're circling around.
Oh.
Please hang on to something.
Oh, poop. The helicopter leans more sharply. As Kikuna-san speaks, it seems that we need to take on more fuel before we reach Inaba. I reflected on Elizabeth-san's words as I looked down the view spreading out below us. It reminds me of that mysterious sea-like place. I'm hoping that we can do Junpei's story before we end tonight's stream. Poor Junpei, I don't want him to get left out like everyone else is left about. The air in the helicopter is heavy. Upon reaching the last known location of Mitsuru-san and the others, we immediately saw that the guardrail is broken, as if a car had smashed through it. We looked down the cliff and discovered a black vehicle below, unmistakably Mitsuru-san's limousine. Oh, that's right. Okay, there were no skid marks on the road that indicate braking, and the car's body was seriously damaged. It appeared that it had been going at a very high rate of speed when it hit the barrier. Everyone paled in an instant, and we were all at a loss for words. But the driver was the only person in the vehicle, and though he was injured, there was no traces of blood from anyone other than him in the car. We wondered for a moment if the others had been able to leave the vehicle on their own, but if they had, they would have tried to contact us. It also seemed odd that they left an unconscious and injured man behind. Furthermore, there were no footprints around the vehicle at all. We did another search for the GPS signal, but there were no signs of their whereabouts. That left us with only one conclusion.
I hate to think about it, but does this mean that they've been captured?
Let us be optimistic and assume that they're still alive. If they were captured, then the enemy values their lives and will do no harm. We do have a chance.
I carried the injured driver to the bottom of the cliff, back up to the road. Kikuno-san requested a vehicle to transport him to the hospital under the Kirijo's family's care. Kikuno-san made this decision since we wouldn't have been able to explain what happened to a normal ambulance. Also, it's possible that the people from public safety would take him away if we reported this to the authorities. Kikuno-san asked the person who arrived with a transporter to try to ask the driver about what happened when he regained consciousness. That will likely be difficult, however. If this is similar to what happened last time, the driver would have no memories of the events, much like the people who captured me and transported me to Inaba last time. However, there is no guarantee that the same had happened to the limousine driver. Not long after, we were back in the helicopter, which takes us to where we are now. To be honest, everyone's at a loss about how bad the situation is. Ken-kun tries to change the topic in an attempt to divert us from our worries.
It's amazing that you know how to pilot a helicopter, Kikuno-san.
Oh, that wasn't the best, but he's still young.
I heard that it's hard to hover in the mountains. Did you train for that?
Only a couple of years ago, but I have taken part in an assault operation involving a helicopter.
Oh, wow.
You were in an assault with a helicopter? Where?
Just a high school dormitory.
Huh? Oh yeah, I remember that.
I decided to learn how to pilot in the event that if someone attempted the same move, I would be able to respond properly.
My understanding has been renewed. It seems that being a maid is a very serious and very difficult occupation. Yeah, man, no joke.
Oh, damn. Well, I finally got in touch with Junpei. I don't know why, but he's already at Yaso Inaba Station, so I told him to stay there. In any case, we should head to Inaba too. We might find some kind of clue there.
Isn't that, yeah, like, why are we upset about that? That's a good thing. That means we don't have to go try to find him first. We don't have to try to, like, find out where he would normally be before we go to Inaba. Like, we can already be in Inaba. That's a whole one less stop we gotta take. This is good. This is a win. Mitsuru-san's group had gone missing before sunset, and it's almost midnight now. It's because she actually wanted to talk to him more. She missed him.
Whoever did this must be the same person who kidnapped Blabber's-san. It's unthinkable anyone else would be able to do that. The question is what he intends to accomplish by kidnapping them.
King Kun flips through the reports of the events of the case up until now, seemingly lost in thought. What is to be gained by kidnapping Mitsuru-san this time? At that moment, heavy static flickers across the video displays within the helicopter. It's time. It's time.
The strong win.
We're back.
The weak disappear. Tonight, we will witness the hottest battles in all history. The goddess of victory is waiting to descend upon the ring. P1 fans, are you ready? Are you ready?
Time to let loose an all-out war!
The contestants in the previous P1 Grand Prix have returned for another tournament, right on the heels of the last one. These warriors will create another legend here at the world-shattering P1 ring! These are battles of honor, battles of will. Sparks will fly. Some fight for pride.
Freaking love kanji, man.
Some fight for glory. Will this be decided by pure muscle, or will a battle of wits determine the outcome? Things are heating up!
Freaking Teddy!
Tonight,
You're
who
right.
will win the title of champion? Who will be crowned with the winner's wreath? Whose tale of glory will resound for generations? All that remains are the dreams of the warriors. As the Grand Prix plunges into its final chapter, the P1 climax is...
Barely getting started!
Oh, goodness. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Hey, what was that just now? Weren't those the Persona users in Inaba? It showed Mitsuru-senpai and the others, too.
I read the case records. If I recall correctly, was that the Midnight Channel that was being broadcast in Inaba?
That means they are in Inaba right now.
I was on it too, but it wasn't like that last time.
All of us in the helicopter are utterly confused. Who would broadcast something like that, and why? The P1 climax is obviously a continuation of the fighting tournament. Suddenly, the monitor switches to another feed.
Yoo-hoo! Have you been well, Lobby-chan?
General Teddy? But I thought I already...
General Teddy. In the recent P1 Grand Prix, the one calling itself General Teddy turned out to be my own shadow. But I accepted my shadow and gained the power to use a persona. But if he's on the screen again, then General Teddy ignores my confusion and continues.
There's no way I'd go away so easily. I mean, a P1 without me is like a tuna sandwich without the tuna.
Ken's bolo tie.
He can hear us? Isn't he that weird Persona user named Teddy?
No, he must be the General Teddy who hosted the fighting tournament last time. The record said he'd been eliminated, though. General Teddy, where did you take Mitsuru-san and the others? If you don't give us a good answer, you're gonna pay!
It's past your bedtime, Cubby. If you're gonna keep giving me lip, I'm not going to explain anything.
Explain?
That's right. I mean, the three of you are very important guest stars in the P1 climax, after all. So you'll participate, of course, right?
What? What are you after?
If you value the lives of the hostages, you yapping pup, you don't have any choice but to participate.
Huh?
The P1 climax. It's the end of the world. One-on-one deathmatch that's worthy of the name Climax.
Multitasking, but I'm back. It's all good. It's all good. Welcome back.
And best of all, if you don't win the one-on-one tournament to the finish within the hour, the world will end. No punches pulled this time.
None.
I'll make myself clear so that no one misunderstands.
This will not be taking place within the TV world. It will, in fact, take place in the reality which you occupy. Enjoy it while you can. Alrighty then. Time to show off how that special stage is going.
Wait, just switches. Hey, special stage. The video feed switches to something else. What else is there? Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay. Okay. Like I remember that part now.
Was that Mitsuru-senpai?
Yes.
Sonata-san, Aiga-san, and Fuka-san too.
What will be the fate of our captured queen and her loyal minions? Oh, and this is a no-fly zone. We don't have any room in the parking lot for that thing, so you'd better start walking to the battleground. As a little incentive, Persona! Kintoki Doji! Throw him a tomahawk!
Uh-oh. That's not good. With that last command from General Teddy, the monitor turns off. After a moment of silence, Kikuno-san shouts from the cockpit.
An alarm? No. There really is a missile coming our way. Evasive maneuvers. Brace yourselves. A missile?
Oh, that's yelling. See, that's yelling. As soon as Kikuno-san shouts, the helicopter makes a sharp turn, and we're all thrown to the side. It's a good thing all the doors are closed. There's a deafening roar and the helicopter shakes. Shakes madly, but recovers.
Are we hit? It barely missed, but there's a good chance that it will still detonate.
Hey, there it is.
Wait, it's a firework?
Sounded like it. Oh, so stupid. And the moments after the explosion, General Teddy's face was drawn in the night sky with colorful sparks. It even managed to capture his image, taunting us with his tongue sticking out.
He obviously missed on purpose. It was most likely fired from the direction of Inaba.
That is not funny at all! Is he trying to start a war or something?
Yeah.
Wait, what is that?
There's something in the distance.
It's huge!
Some of the Tartarus-looking tower. Yukari-san points towards the shape of a gigantic building stretching towards the sky. Something red is writhing around the bizarre structure, trying to envelop the town below it. It's red fog.
I'll zoom in.
Yay! Tartarus Red Edition. Tartarus Code Red. Kikuno-san adjusts the monitor that had just been displaying General Teddy's laughing face to show us the enormous structure up ahead. I noticed Yukari-san and King-kun both tense up when they catch sight of it.
No way. This is just like Tartarus.
Yeah. Searching for data for Tartarus, results found. A labyrinth that only appears during the Dank Gala and a breeding ground for shadows. It was also a place where a powerful being was going to descend upon the world to bring about destruction. The documents in my hand have a page dedicated to it as well. What I read there confounds me. 3 years ago, when Mitsuru-san and her companions were in high school, something happened there. All I can gather is that they fought desperately in a tower called Tartarus that resembles the one outside. As the red fog grows thicker, the building that Ken-kun and Yukari-san referred to as Tartarus begins to disappear from our view.
I'm sorry to do this, but I have to withdraw before we're shot down.
Okay.
But we've come so far!
If they fire another one at us, I won't be able to dodge again. Even if it's only a firework, a direct hit can still bring us down.
Hold on, Kikuno-san. Can you drop low enough somewhere so we can get out?
There's no way. If we land, we'll be sitting ducks.
No, once we're out, you'll get out of here. You don't need to land.
What are you saying?
We're gonna freaking jump. That's how we do things. P3.
Please, do it.
Shadow Ops.
Don't worry. Remember, General Teddy asked us to come on foot. We'll manage somehow.
Understood. I'm looking for a landing site. There appears to be a large shopping center nearby.
Junes! While dodging explosions from missiles flying mercilessly towards us, the helicopter nosedives, plunging us towards the ground as we move closer to Inaba.
Labra-san, please take this. It may be of use. It contains the data that was taken from the Ergonomics Research Laboratory's top secret files. The creator's name is Shuji Ikutsuki.
Freaking chairman. Shuji Ikutsuki. Why can't I talk? Shuji Ikutsuki. The name was also in the documents that Kikuno-san had given me. He betrayed Mitsuru-san at the last moment 3 years ago and revealed himself as an enemy. Ever since the death of Koetsu Korijo, the patriarch of the Korijo family 2 generations ago, this man took the lead in all the dangerous events related to the shadows. That is how dangerous this man is, but the documents also say that Ikutsuki took his own life.
The file name was Project Puppet Master. I'm not entirely sure if that's a code or a description of the project.
It could be both.
Puppet Master? Could that be something to do with me and Aegis?
I was only able to decrypt a portion of it, but it seems to be data on an experiment involving a plume of dusk.
An experiment with a plume of dusk. So, why are you giving this to me?
It may assist you in determining the enemy's identity. Actually, I found traces of an unauthorized attempt to access this file from outside of the Ergo Research Network. I investigated this and found that the requests made to break in originated from this vicinity, likely from within Inaba itself.
Huh? So someone in Inaba knew about that research before all this started and was looking for it?
Yeah. Kikuno-san nods silently. Of all the files on the quarantine server to go after, if this one was specifically targeted, then the hacker must at least have known of his presence there. The cyber attack wasn't done by some ordinary hacker who broke into the server and was looking around out of curiosity, which means that the hacker is probably either the culprit himself or someone connected to them.
The firewall prevented the intruder from accessing the file, but the attempted hacker didn't even try to cover their tracks.
What? Who would do this?
The hacker didn't even attempt to cover the access to the server. Could that mean that they wanted someone to know about the existence of this file, even if they failed to access it? That doesn't make much sense. Putting aside whatever doubts we have, Kikuno-san continues on.
It was only in fragments, but the name Sho Minazuki appears many times in those files.
Metal Gear Solid 3 style Halo jump. Even in death, he still haunts us, right?
Who is he?
Like King Moron. Sho Minazuki. I don't know the name. Could that person be the culprit? At the very least, there's no mistake that this person is deeply related to the case.
I'll contact you once we crack the encryption, but in case it becomes difficult to transfer the data to you, I'll give you a copy.
Nice.
Then I'll download that data into myself and take a look at the parts that you managed to decrypt.
That would be for the best.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Good thinking, everybody. Kikuno-san hands me a memory card. I insert it into my memory slot and save the data on into my internal memory. Just as Kikuno-san says, most of it is experiment records. One file remains that cannot be read. Project Puppet Master was in that file. Or what's in that file? Is what you're asking.
We'll be over at Junes Shopping Center in a moment.
Junes!
Everyone, prepare to disembark.
Everyday young life.
Hold on, over there. Isn't there someone on the rooftop?
It's Naoto. We all peer into the distance. Beyond the haze of the red fog is Inaba's largest shopping center. My search reveals that the place belongs to a chain named Junes. A blurry figure can vaguely be seen on the roof. Yukon? Oh wait, yeah, he was on there too. Everyone was at Junes. I forgot. For a moment, I think of someone I know well, but the height and physique of the shape of the roof don't resemble anyone I know. Ken-kun raises a pair of binoculars and attempts to make out the figure's face. Ah!
That's impossible!
Ha! We didn't see that part.
Huh? What's wrong?
It's Ikutsuki.
Is it?
Huh? No way!
Shuji Ikutsuki. The name leaves me at a loss for words. Perhaps he is mistaken. I open the side door of the helicopter, and a strong gust of wind blows in. I ignore the wind and lean out to get a better look at the person on the roof. Yukari. What? The helicopter is suddenly attacked from an unexpected direction, and the vehicle sways alarmingly. That wasn't another missile. When I look again, I see another shape standing near the figure on the rooftop. I knew it.
We're under attack! By a persona!
That doesn't make sense. According to the records, Shuji Ikusuke was never able to use a persona. Is that man on the roof truly this Ikusuke person?
The enemy's preparing for another attack. Incoming!
Before I can raise an objection, Yukari fixes her eyes on the enemy and draws her revolver. As expected, from someone who had been in actual combat for a whole year, she quickly makes a decision.
Little persona!
Yukari-san's fingers flexes around the trigger of her revolver, but in the instant before she pulls it...
Huh?
Yukari-san's persona appears, creating a whirlwind around the helicopter that repels the shadow attacking us.
What? I didn't even use my evoker yet.
You don't have to. Seeing Yukari-san so bewildered sends a chill down my spine. Being able to summon a persona without the necessary tool to aid in summoning. Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san reported a similar unpleasant experience when inside the TV world. But this isn't inside the TV world. As outlandish and threatening as the situation is, there's no doubt that we're in the real world. General Teddy's words come back to me.
I'll make myself clear so that no one misunderstands. This will not be taking place within the TV world. It will, in fact, take place in the reality which you occupy. Enjoy it while you can.
Don't tell me. This fog that's enveloping the town is the same fog on the other side of the TV.
This is
Uh-oh.
What? What was that?
A new voice suddenly reaches my ears. Who was that? I look around in bewilderment. Did anyone actually talk? Am I hearing things? Ken-kun's shout breaks my concentration.
Yukari-san, he's winding up for another one. We're getting off, Koromaru.
Koromaru's ready to rock. He is ready to throw paws, man. Look at him go. Yukari-san still looks confused, but Ken-kun notices something and unbuckles his seatbelt with his spear at the ready. By this time, the helicopter has descended close enough to the roof of Juness that people and dogs can easily jump down. Okay, there's his persona. That's a Koromaru's persona, Cerberus. Koromaru-san growls. Another persona appears. At the same time, Ken-kun leaps out of the cabin, stabbing at the enemy persona closing in on us. Koromaru-san's persona and Ken-kun's spear both hit the attacking enemy at the same time, and Ken-kun drops to the roof unharmed.
It seems you're always taking on the responsibility of saving others, Yukari-san.
Seriously, it's like, again, really?
Where it's like, I'm tired.
But I'll take this one. After all, I save the world on a weekly basis.
She loves her job. Incredible. Koromaru-san and Yukari-san drop out of the helicopter and nimbly land on the roof. She's just talking like a superhero now. She's just so used to it. It's great. Amazing. Their combat abilities are equal to those of weapons like me or Aegis, even though they are secondary members of the Shadow Operatives, used only in times of emergency. It seems as if they've been on the team this entire time. I quickly readied my axe and followed them.
Yukari-san, everyone, please, save Lady Mitsuru.
I want to hear mass destruction. Baby, baby, baby. Still have a long way to go. We may be missing out on the Junpei. Poor boy. It's because we lost an entire hour. I still hate that. We lost an entire hour because of a stupid update that I should have left alone. It's probably not even worth it. When I look back up to the red sky after landing, I see the helicopter gaining in altitude while maintaining its balance. Thanks to Kikuno-san San's desperate resolve and her piloting skills, we managed to safely reach Inaba. I checked my surroundings once more while praying for Kikuno-san's safety. This is the Inaba branch of Junes, that department store chain. We're at the food court on its rooftop. Normally, there would be plenty of people here, but it's clearly been abandoned.
Where did he go?
Yeah, bite him, Koromaru. Kenku's readies his spear and tries to peer into the fog, making visibility such a problem. I look around, ready for a battle as well. Whoever attacked us should be nearby.
Hey, Kenkun, did you really see Ikutsuki here a moment ago?
Yes. I didn't see him clearly, but there's no way I could have mistaken him.
That's impossible. I mean, Shuji Ikutsuki is...
That's right. Shuji Ikutsuki's died. Shuji Ikutsuki died 3 years ago. And we were just attacked by a persona. According to the records from that time, Ikutsuki had no persona.
At the very least, it looks like he's not nearby. We can't let our guard down yet, though.
She's right. I scanned the area and read no one else here besides the four of us. As I say as much as we lower our weapons in order to discuss our strategy.
Koromaru and I are going to continue looking for him. If that really was Ikutsuki, there's no doubt that he's involved in this case.
That's true. Can you and Koro-chan go after that guy from earlier?
But that person seemed to be using a persona. Won't it be dangerous for you two going off on your own?
The two humans look surprised for a moment, and Trey glances. Like, did I say something odd? It's like, we all got personas, girl.
Don't you worry about me and Koromaru. Even if we run into something we can't defeat, we'll find a way out of it.
And honestly, it's faster for us to split up. I am a bit worried, but I'm gonna believe in you guys.
They have absolute faith in each other after having fought together for so long. It's not that they don't have concerns about one another, but they truly believe that they will accomplish their goals on their own. I wonder, will these people ever feel the same way about me? After all this time, I realize how the time shared between Yukari-san and Kenkun separates me from my companions.
So I'll head to the station to get Junpei. It didn't seem like he'd figured out the situation yet.
Huh? Weren't you talking to him on the phone earlier?
I was, but that idiot's phone ran out of batteries or something while we were still talking. But even if I can't rely on him to keep his phone charged, he's still good in a fight, so I have to meet up with him.
I see. He seems like kind of a goofball.
Right? He's always been so useless.
What are you talking? You just said he's good at a fight.
Huh? Did I say something funny?
Said something me always bullying Junpei.
Nah, not really. It just sounded like you were actually kind of fond of him.
She is. She loves Junpei.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I think you're right.
See? They're buds, man. These people trust each other, and they're always thinking of one another. When one of them faces danger, the other always rush to help them. A term comes to mind: ideal companions. I wonder how Yukun and his friends are doing. I had the feeling that this group and Mitsuru-san's group were going through similar problems after all.
What about you, Labras? What'll you do?
Huh?
I hope Mitsuru-san and the others are okay. Could you please go right to that tower? We'll head over there too as soon as we can.
Yukari-san and Kenkun look to me. It doesn't matter to them that I haven't known them for very long. They see me as a companion and trust me.
Right! It's decided then. Labras, you head to that tower. Oh, also... Something felt off when I summoned my persona earlier. You might want to be careful.
You felt it too? It was like... well, it felt like the evoker wasn't working, didn't it?
Yeah, it might be that we can summon our personas without our evokers.
You always could.
In any case, we should get moving. If what General Teddy said is true, we don't have much time to spare.
Got it. If anything happens, let's meet at the bottom of the tower. Be careful, both of you.
Yukari-san and I leave Kenkun on the roof and head for the stairs. She and I split up not long after. All was firmly believing that we'll see each other again. See each other safely once more.
Wait for us, Mitsuru-san.
I run at my full speed and turn my eyes toward the looming tower. I will rescue her. And now we get a freaking to be continued. Crap, man. We're not going to get to do Junpei. Oh my god. That sucks. I was hoping we can at least... We could have gotten it done if I didn't lose an hour. God. Well, let me see something really quick. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we could. I actually don't know. Oh, crap. Nah. We're not going to do it. Dang, that sucks. I'm sorry, Junpei. I really wanted to see what Junpei was up to, too. Like, dang, man, that sucks. I'm so annoyed. I never update anything ever again. That's not true. I'm going to have to update stuff if I want to continue streaming. Yeah, we'll have to save it for tomorrow. That's fine. Oh, also tomorrow. So I don't know if you guys heard, but apparently there's going to be an Indie World Showcase. Nintendo's doing that. So that'll be cool to see. I don't know if I'm going to watch it live, but I would like to maybe possibly watch that before we start Persona 4 Arena tomorrow. But we'll see. I think I'll keep you guys updated, but we'll see. But first, before we do anything, I want to check and see who's streaming right now. Okay. So. Oh God. Let me think. Okay. Damn, we got two people playing Persona 5 Royal, and we also have somebody playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. Actually, I know which one I'm gonna raid for. Okay, you guys want to see some Pokemon Sword and Shield or Persona 5 Royal? Persona 5 Royal. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna switch it up. I know which one from who's playing Royal, which one I'm gonna raid, because I raided the other one last time, so we're gonna raid this one. P5 works. All right, we're gonna raid Ariel Ningo. She's super cool, and actually, yeah, this is great because she's back. Because I know she took a week off, but she is back. This is her first stream since the break she took. So yeah, let's show her some love. Let me make sure I'm putting everything in right. Make sure I'm spelling raid correctly, because sometimes I mess even that up. But it is what it is. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, sweet. But anyway, I appreciate you. Yes, get out of here. Cool. All right. Yeah, but anyway, I appreciate you guys very much coming in here, hanging out with me, having a good time. It's been fun. I'm happy. I'm sorry that you came in at a time where things are probably really confusing for you, but I hope that we can at least get you somewhat up to speed or get you somewhat of an understanding. We'll see what happens. But either way, I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us regardless, though. So we'll be back tomorrow. I want to try to watch the Indie World Showcase first before we continue on with Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Either way, we will be streaming tomorrow. So tell your friends, tell your family. We can all hang out and have a great time together. And so like I said, today we're going to be raiding Ariel Ningo. She's super cool. She's a cosplayer and a streamer. She's playing Persona 5 Royal. Give her some love. Give her a what up. I'll be up there shortly. If she asks for me, just let her know, hey, I'll be there in a second. I'm just shutting stuff off and everything. And that should be it. But yeah, so like I said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So don't forget to eat, and thanks for watching. Later!